Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Throwing on first down. Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Operating from the gun. Murray. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Murray being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Murray. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Throw left side complete. It's Simpson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. but they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Bailey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Over. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now Jackson on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Leopard! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This time, Jackson will throw it. Steps away to his left. It finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They start the drive with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The return of Cook, a big boost to this Viking offense. Here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Set. Green 39. Green 30.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
A give. This is Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue landed.
To throw on 2nd down. Murray throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Murray, and he finds Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Set. Green, 39.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray buying time to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. They'll run for it with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut.
He's going to get it running right, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there, taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up,
right.
Hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Move.
On second down, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught at the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8. Yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Cook, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Hot!
To throw on 2nd down. Murray. Going right side here, and that's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Cook, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here come the Ravens. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking long for Westbrook. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw is Jackson. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Richardson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking long for Westbrook. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw from his end zone. Murray. Wide open receiver, complete. A big play there just before halftime. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Long game for you. Check safety! Check safety! Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Over! 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 Over!
On 1st down, Murray. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Detroit! Detroit!
A final shot before break. Murray, he's going to rifle one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, Collins. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got 3 down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here's Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Looking long for Westbrook. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and they'll get him down here at the 23. That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15.
Detroit!
From the gun, Murray forced out to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. Avoids him at the 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, we got three down. Gun!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in here.
0.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Here's Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on third and long. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just needs a little more oomph behind it, and it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Now a run with Cook. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back now in Baltimore. They run it again with Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Murray now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Check 26. Check 26. I got it.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action with Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now let's go. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. Now Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They run. Cook. They're only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They get it to him running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Gone. Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Murray, flush to his right. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Jackson. To throw on 2nd down. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson, rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now Collins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alex Collins, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Cook running right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. An update now, they've gone final in Jacksonville. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check three.
Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He got 29 yards that time.